All right, guys, I'm doing my cleanup now for my juicing, but I wanted to go live and just vent for a second. I'm venting about a bad habit. I'm in my juice lab, so you're going to see me come back and forth and clean, but I'm venting. God just said something to me that just really messed me up, and which is so true. When I'm in my lab, it's like he talks to me even more than usual. And I pray I don't offend anybody when I say what I'm saying, but it's just real talk. He was talking to me, and maybe this will bless somebody else. But in life, we always ask for those opportunities when it comes to different things. You either want to start a new business, or you want to get a new position. Whatever it is, bottom line, you want to elevate up. Let's just say that. You're wanting to elevate up. And I think we all aspire to elevate up. But this thing called entrepreneurship is one that you don't take lightly. And when you're trying to elevate up when it comes to entrepreneurship, you better understand one thing, and God was very clear, and again, I pray I don't offend somebody when I say this, but he was like, Lanisa, y'all know I got all this other stuff, everything going. I mean, if you think about it, I probably got it going on. But I was, working, and my days and nights are just working. And you can get to a point that you're like, Father, why I got to work so hard? And the statement to me was, you work for everybody else so hard. Why can't you work for me hard? But it didn't really come out like that. He's like, Lanisa, you go work for the other persuasion. And I just got to say it how he said it. You go work for the other persuasion really hard. All your life you have clocked in numbers. You have reached titles. You've been paid bonuses based on you put in extra time in and extra work in and all of this. You don't have a problem sacrificing your time and energy to punch somebody else's clock. But when it comes to punching your clock, you got every excuse. You're tired, or you've got to go do this, or you got to go do that, or when is my breakthrough going to happen? But you never asked that employee when my breakthrough going to happen. If they told you to jump up 50 times, that's what you did. You jumped up 50 times. I mean, it's one of those things. And so bottom line is, y'all, we have a tendency, we want to work harder for other people than we work for ourselves. And the sad part, and I'm just talking to my community, if they are the other persuasion, a white man, you going to really work for them. You going to kill yourself because you want to make sure you please and you go up the ladder. But why can't we pause and do that for ourselves? And why can't we pause and do that as a community? Why does it take that you have to have somebody you got to punch a clock for to make you do all that you've been called to do here anyway? And so, y'all, that's a bad habit, and we got to stop these bad habits. These bad habits of not showing up the way you need to show up for you, you got to stop. And then you complain about not having all that you want to have in this season. You're not going to have all that you want to have because you ain't doing all that you should be doing for yourself. I mean, come on now. We make excuses. We procrastinate. We'll say we'll get it done later. When is later? If a job told you to have this done today, guess what? You're going to have it. You're going to have it done today. But because you're working for yourself, let me find a reason. I got to go pick up the kids, so I got to do this. And even with little bitty stuff, we find an excuse for everything when it comes to working for you. But if that employer said to do it, you ain't find no excuse. So, y'all, that's a bad habit. That's a bad habit. That's a bad habit. That's a bad habit. How many times do I have to say that's a bad habit? That's a bad habit. And I know I'm breaking the habit. And I just want to challenge you. Break that habit. Break that habit. You shouldn't be working harder for somebody else than you work for yourself. You don't need to go have a boss man to be on time. And if you do, you need to check yourself. What are your values? What are your principles? And if you're questioning why you can't go from point A to point B in that career or in that job or in that entrepreneurship, it's because your values and principles are messed up. And definitely your discipline is messed up. So, stop the bad habits. Stop the bad habits. All right, let me go on back to doing what I'm doing. But bottom line, stop the bad habits.